we will transition over to this. I believe I got my cameras fixed. Figured that out. There's Norway. And I did some testing. Put the cameras directly into the computer. Come out of the USB hub. And I got no more interference, so hopefully they won't be jumping around and pausing and freezing on me. Got up a little early this morning, I guess. Got to go pick up groceries after lunch, so come out here and play around.
Yeah, Roger, Bill, and you're on the solid 5-9 into Norway.
All right, Norway coming in good.
On this end. Thank you for the contact and have a pleasant day, 7-3.
Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee.
India, Mike Alpha.
Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee.
8 November, 5-9. Yeah, Roger. Contact and stay 7-3. Whiskey 0, radio, Italy, Charlie. 2 India, Mike Alpha.
Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee.
The Whiskey 0, right? Whiskey 0, Romeo, Italy, Charlie, over. Whiskey 0, radio, Italy, Charlie. Roger, you're 5-9 in Arizona. Your name is Rick. RXCK, nice to meet you for the first time. Yeah, thank you for the contact, Rick, and stay safe. Lima Alpha 2, India, Mike Alpha.
Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee.
Radio X-ray. Good afternoon, Kilowatt 1, radio X-ray, 5 and 9 plus, very good. Yeah, thank you for the contact. You're also 5-9 plus into Norway, right? Very fine, in New Hampshire, state of New Hampshire.
Norway will be a new country for me.
Yeah, thank you for the contact, Mark, and take care, 7-3. 7-3. Your access is Lima Alpha 2, Mike Alpha.
Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee.
Kilo 9, 5-9.
Yeah, your 5-9 is well into South Florida. Name is Mac, Mexico, Alpha
Get
Charlie.
past these big stations.
Thank you for the contact, and stay safe, 7-3.
Thank you, Bjorn. Merry Christmas.
Lima Alpha 2, India, Mike Alpha.
Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee.
November 2, Papa Uniform 5-9.
Love the voice gear.
Yeah, Roger. Solid copy load, and nice to meet you. And then we said November from the southeast part of Norway. Thank you for the contact, and Merry Christmas, and of course, New Year, 7-3. India, Mike Alpha.
Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee.
America Zulu Hotel, go ahead. Kilo Papa 4, Big Ass Zulu Hotel, name is Tom, Tango Oscar Mike, 5959 into Salinas, Puerto Rico, over. You also have a solid 5-9 Tango into Norway. Thank you for the contact, and stay safe, 7-3. Kilo X-ray 4, go ahead. Yeah, okay, thank you for the 5 and 7. 5 and 7 into the southeast part of Norway, right? Yeah, thank you, and you also have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Sure, yes. Kilo Victor, go ahead. station ending Romeo, right? NK4 radio away. You're 5 and 7. 5-7 into Norway. Cheers, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, Roger. Contact and 607 Airport Lima Alpha 2 India Mike Alpha.
Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee.
Charlie, Victor Echo 3, Charlie India Delta, you're 5 and 9.
That'd be tough.
Okay, thank you for the contact, Jeff, and take care, 7-2. Lima Alpha 2 India Mike Alpha.
Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee.
K2 Charlie Bravo India, booming into Norway, 5-9, go ahead.
Roger, 59++ like a local at New York City, New York State.
Yeah, Roger, 5-9+.
I've done something a little new.
Contact and withdraw question.
If you're still listening, Alex, you look on the description of the video on YouTube, and I've listed
Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee.
It's a me, Kilo Echo 8, Charlie Echo Whiskey, 5-9.
I've listed some other YouTubers on my description for people to look at, so got you in that list for sure.
Yeah, Roger, good movement, this side is at the air, and it's Bravo, Juliet, Oscar.
He's only an S3, peaking an S4, so I don't know if I'll work him or not.
Yeah, okay, thank you, and happy holidays to yours at the same side, this is India, Mike Alpha.
Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee.
I got a Victor
Just ain't gonna get him. There's a lot of stations on today. A lot of them I can't hear.
Because we do other things. You know, we run around, we get, we go boating or something, or... Ivo is.
Also with your Rick, the sounding like you're coming in dual part. Very strange, a little bit off face, one audio towards the other. That's what I hear. So maybe there is some strange problem.
It's very cold, and after the Indian summer, and now with the Indian summer, it's got...
Is the frequency in use K5YVY? Is the frequency occupied K5YVY? is the frequency in use, K5YVY. Sure, there's another station I just can't hear. Don't see anybody in the cluster. CQ, CQ20, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, K5YVY, calling CQ. CQ20, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, K5YVY. From the state of Mississippi, looking for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, calling CQ. Hands are cold. 30 degrees outside today. CQ20, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Located in the state of Mississippi. Located in Mississippi, looking for stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, calling CQ. CQ20, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, calling CQ for any stations. CQ, CQ. I am located in North Mississippi, Mike Sierra. Looking for any stations anywhere. Yankee, Victor Yankee. Nice, Alex. CQ20, CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ20, this is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. K5YVY. Calling CQ, CQ. Located in Mississippi. Looking for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, calling CQ. CQ20, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, this is K5YVY, calling CQ and standing by. There's Iceland. 75. Let's see. I really need to go up. Man, an extra part.
Este Kilo, Papa 4, si es Eco.
And let's see who else is out there. Come with the call sign now.
Kilo Bravo 2, Bravo Romeo, sí, ahí, gracias por el relevo, pero te escuché también. Kilo Bravo 2, Bravo Romeo. Este es Jorge, Kilo Papá 4, Sierra Eco. Desde acá, desde la ciudad de Ponce. Por aquí nos encontramos frente a Plaza del Caribe. Adelante, buenos días.
Buenos días, papá. Sí, te estoy copiando aquí con un S3, un S5, las bajo.
Is the frequency in use K5YVY. Do like 10 meter. Do anything on 10 meter. Always like to start high in the band, work my way back low. Is the frequency in use K5YVY. CQ10, CQ10 meter, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee, calling CQ10, CQ. We're located in Mississippi, Mike Sierra. Looking for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee, calling CQ station. CQ 10 meter. This is Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee. I am located in Mississippi, looking for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee. CQ 10 meter, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee, K5YVY. Looking for any stations. This is Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. Hey. Let's try. Is the frequency in use K5YVY? Is the frequency occupied? This is K5YVY. CQ 15 meters. This is Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee, K5YVY, located in Mississippi, Mike Sierra. Working for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. Earlier than I usually am. What's this? CQ 15 meter. This is Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee, K5YVY, calling CQ 15. We are located in Mississippi, Mike Sierra, located in Mississippi, looking for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, K5YVY. I am located in Mississippi, Mike Sierra in Mississippi. Looking for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, K5YVY, standing by for a call. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. I am located in Mississippi. Looking for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, and standing by. Everybody's on 20 meters this morning. A lot of DX on 20 meters. CQ, CQ20, CQ15, CQ15 meters. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, located in Mississippi. Looking for any stations anywhere on 15 meters. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, K5YVY, located in Mississippi, Mike Sierra. We're in the state of Mississippi, looking for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. Selling rice and beans. Anything to support the hobby. Feed the family. This is an administrative week off of work because of COVID. They got us a week on, week off, so I won't be able to be live for the next couple of weeks, or next week anyway, in the mornings. Probably just be a weekend thing. CQ, 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 CQ 15 meters. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, K5YVY, located in Mississippi, Mike Sierra, in the state of Mississippi. Looking for stateside, looking for DX, looking for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, K5YVY, and calling CQ for your call. CQ, CQ15, CQ15 meters. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, K5YVY on 15 meters from Mississippi. From the state of Mississippi with 100 watts and a vertical. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, calling CQ for any station, waiting for your call. CQ, CQ15, CQ, CQ, I'm looking for you. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, K5YVY, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, located in Mississippi. The time is 9:07 a.m. Central Time in Mississippi. On 15 meters with 100 watts and a vertical. Looking for you, looking for any station, anywhere. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, calling CQ and waiting for your call. What are you doing up, Marty? Too early in California. I done finished my coffee. This is a glass full of sweet tea. Southern sweet tea. Well, Marty, I was just saying, I think right before maybe you came on, this is a administrative time off, I guess I'll call it, because the administration told me I had to stay home, work a week, and stay home a week. We'll probably do that through the month of December. And I don't know when we'll go back to regular schedule, but it's because of the COVID. They don't want to all in the office at the same time. So I go back next week. I'll work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then of course it's Christmas Eve and Christmas. And so next week I probably won't be able to do a lot of streaming during the weekdays, and it'll probably be a week before I get back on not this weekend, but next weekend. So I'm just trying to get a little bit in there. Yes, I do get paid for the administrative leave. That's when they first started that. I guess it was a couple months ago they done it for a month, and then the numbers started going down. The COVID numbers started going down, so they brought us all back full shift. And but when they first time they mentioned that, because at my department there's 4 of us investigators, so 2 will work a week and 2 will be off a week. And that was the first thing we said is, hey, if this is going to take away any of our personal time or any time that we've had built up, or if it's going to affect our pay, we're coming to work. We just won't come in the office, but we're coming to work. And they said, no, everything stays the same. You just stay at home. Okay, we'll stay at home. Everybody else can sit around on the couch. I'm going to play radio. CQ, 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 CQ 15 meter. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee K5YVY calling CQ. CQ, CQ. Located in Mississippi. Mike Sierra. Located in the state of Mississippi, and I'm looking for any stations anywhere, stateside, DX, anything. Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ for any station and standing by. I think everybody's on 20 meters. Hard to find a spot. I don't like a crowded band, because I always know there's stations in the noise that I can't hear. I can't stand it when I'm calling CQ and going on, and somebody comes up and says, hey, you may not be having much luck because there's another station under you. And I've had that before where people was giving their call sign, and I thought they were calling me, but they're actually calling a DX station that I couldn't hear. I kind of like 15 meters. It's not crowded, but still get out. CQ, CQ15, CQ, 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 CQ15 meter. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee K5YVY, Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, CQ, CQ, CQ. I am located in Mississippi, Mike Sierra, located in the state of Mississippi, USA. And I am looking for any stations anywhere. Any stations anywhere, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ 15 meters. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ and waiting for your call. Yeah. Field day contest, I like contesting. But sometimes it's just acting the band shoulder to shoulder. It's interesting. Alright, I gotta go back. There's too many unworked countries on 20 meters showing up on my cluster. I've got to go back. 20 meters. Special Olympic Games out of Crete. Can't really see that. I don't think we're gonna get him. Another one. Oh, I need an antenna like Alex. I need one of those beams. Alex puts his voice out there and just people flock to him. Alex, I'm not kidding, man. I was watching your stream yesterday, and when you had your beam, your antenna pointed northwest, I can't hear you at all. But then, at one point, you brought it up, maybe, maybe 20 degrees, closer to the north, and you were a powerhouse then. Your signal was knocking my antenna over, man. And I kept watching, and you turned the beam back toward the northwest, and then you was gone again. That thing's got some direction to it. I like it though. I'm sure it helps you. $1 million antenna and a $3 radio. Hey. That's the name of it, man. You can take you a tin can radio and you put it to a good antenna and you're gonna do some good work. Two reasons I don't have an amplifier for HF yet. One is I can't afford one. Two, I haven't got the antenna maxed out yet. I've been working with this Gap Titan DX Vertical for several years, and it works quite well. They advertise it as a no tune, no radio vertical antenna. But I got it second hand, and the man's a silent key now. But after he passed away, I was talking to some of his friends in the local ham radio club when I went to upgrade my license, and I was telling them that, you know, hey, this antenna is supposed to be a no tune, and but I'm finding myself having to tune it on a few of the bands, and one of them started laughing a little bit, and he says, well, let me tell you a little something that I probably know why you having to tune that antenna. Bill was the guy's name I got it from. He said, oh, Bill, he come across a 4K amplifier, 4,000 watt amplifier. I don't know if it was an old AM amplifier or what it was, but they said it was the size of a 2-drawer filing cabinet. It had to be moved with 2 people on a dolly. But they said, you know, old Bill tried to put all 4,000 watts through that antenna, and I'm sure it wasn't healthy for it. Well, I had to laugh a little bit at that. But I did notice there's a tuning rod, whatever you call it. Hey, Todd, good morning. And it's a little cockeyed, not straight up and down. And I need to tilt the thing back down and try to straighten that up. I don't know if that's causing some of the tuning problems, but 7300 tuner can handle it, no problem, but just a little aggravating. Alright, what am I doing here? That's Norway. I can't hear Norway no more. For the Iceland. Can't hear Iceland. Go figure. Marty, you just subscribed to a good channel, man. Alex is a great guy. Great personality. Right, great. All these stations on 20 meters and all of them is below the north. What is going on with my cluster? It's jumping all over the place. People are busy spotting.
I could not get it, so sorry for that.
So Belgium.
5 and 5 for you there, Raden.
I haven't worked that particular station, so try that. OP2A.
Please enjoy this. Merry Christmas from us.
Avo.
Papa 2 Alpha clear, and now calling again. That's the Victor station. The Victor, come again. V9 Whiskey Hotel Jim, good morning there.
Marty, Todd, Alex, anybody else that comes through the videos. Y'all what makes it fun. That's why I said, man, I'm gonna get out there this morning. Todd and Marty and Alex, they're gonna jump in. They may be the only ones to watch my videos, but there are some great folks. Y'all make it fun.
Thank you for the fund report. Fortunately, I can only give you a 5 and 565 with a slightly bit of QSB there, John, but no problem. Running almost 800 watts in a 6-element tri-band.
Capping Concepts, K4VDB, welcome to the channel. Thank you for coming and checking out the live stream. Probably more talking with me and you guys in the chat than actually radio. Find me a station. There's so many stations on right now in the cluster. I'd like to try to work some of those before I just start calling CQ somewhere. But anybody that's on the chat that comes by, if you want me to go to a particular frequency and try to make contact with you on the air so you can hear your signal, just get each other in the log. We'll do that, no problem. Just post it up and we'll go check it out. I'm just hanging out. Yeah, I was trying to think. I done started all my streaming, and I didn't want to bog down my system by opening up YouTube on the computer and stuff. And I seen Ham Radio Dude was live streaming, so try to do my live streams before all those other big guys, you know, the celebrities, start live streaming. Man, I know Todd, Marty, I see y'all in a lot of other chats. And I have discovered, like I guess y'all have, there's beginning to be a constant flow of amateur radio stations or channels to watch. My wife gave me a weird look when I come in at like 10:30 last night. And I was like, I'm sorry, I was watching Ham Radio TV on YouTube, which is actually a channel, but I'm talking about several channels. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Marty, I've got FT8 awards on my QRZ page. I introduced some friends here to the FT8, and I think that's, and I got them hooked on FT8, and then I lost interest in it. FT8's great, especially a lot of stations out there that, I mean, everybody has their thing. Everybody has their thing. So I like doing voice on radio. I like actually talking to you. I like hearing your voice. And now I did use FT8 to finish up some awards. I'm guilty of that. what I don't agree with FT8 like in some of the contests where FT8 counts as 2 points the same as CW does. I think that's wrong. I think FT8 count 1 point like voice does. CW should count like 5 points apiece to me. Yeah, I just done FT8 for a little while, and I just come back to the voice. I'm the same way on VHF on 2 meters. You know, I have a repeater that's transmits from the top of the hospital here locally, and it's been on the air for several years. And unless I'm in my mobile out in the country, kind of away from some of the local stations here around the house, you're not going to hear me on the repeater. My 2 meter sitting here, kind of see me in that bottom camera pointing at it, just right there. It's on 146.52. That's where we talk. Some people disagree with it, but if we don't talk there, we're not listening there. Is the way I see it. So as long as you operate in a respectful manner, give time in between transmissions, every now and then ask if there's anybody else that needs the frequency, blah blah blah, I think it's great. Because if you're using it, you're listening to it. If we have a big band opening on 2 meters, we'll make some contacts and then we'll move off and try another frequency.
Whiskey 7, Delta Juliet.
Yeah, Marty, that's something else, about FT8. There's a lot of honest people that use it in an honest way. I say the majority of people do. But me being a nerd, I know very easily how to set up a program. It's a mouse click program, and I can time my mouse clicks precisely on the screen where I want to, and I could leave it running. I mean, there's stuff out there, you've seen it. It can be a completely automated thing. And get these guys that are getting 3,000 to 5,000 contacts on FT8 in 24 hours, they're probably not sitting in front of a computer. Anyway, I'm not bashing FT8. It's great for its purpose. I just don't like to stay on it.
Papa 2A, this is W7DJ and clear. Have a good day.
Todd, man, I feel you. I feel your pain having to save up. I'm telling you, I've had some great opportunities in this hobby so far, where I've become very lucky. And turn off that just for a minute, distracting me. But my Gap Titan DX Vertical, I think that's what, $400, $500 antenna, and it was given to me by a local ham before he passed away. So I was very blessed to acquire that. He also gave me
Anybody left? KK7TV.
several books that I finally passed forward to another local ham. My 7300. Podcast and contest. If you're referring to 100 watts in a wire, then absolutely. I did win the foldable solar panel off the very first 100 watts in a wire fallout event that they had. That's the only contest / podcast I can think of. But yeah, so the way I got the 7300, the only way I got the 7300 was, I work for the county, and now we get paid overtime, but up until this past year, we didn't get overtime. We got straight pay, like salary pay. And anything that we worked over, any hours that we worked over our regular hours would go into what they call comp time, which is essentially paid time off. So when I got ready to take some days off or a week vacation or something, I could just use that comp time and not have to touch my personal time or my vacation time like that, because I had enough hours over already logged down. The thing with that is the county supervisors, they have to make sure that money is in the bank, because if we quit, go to another job or something like that, they have to pay us all that in a lump sum. But they didn't want to deal with that. They didn't want to have to keep up with that no more. So what they ended up doing was cutting us one big check to bring our hours that we had built up down. So when that came about, I begged and begged like a kid approaching Christmas or a Christmas present. I told my wife, I said, look, all I want is a 7300, and you can have the rest of the check. Just let me get this radio and you can have the rest of it. Don't care what we do with it. And that was the selling point. So that's how I ended up with it. Got to get an insurance plan back on it. If something ever happens to it, I'll be hooking the Kenwood 440 HF back up. And if something ever happens to that antenna out there, I'll be stringing another wire up. Nothing wrong with the wire. I'm going to put some more up. I got 500 foot of 14 gauge stranded wire sitting on the floor. I just have to get me a balun. Now I'm saving up for a balun. I didn't realize how expensive those were to buy pre-made. I guess I could buy a kit and save a little bit of money and put it together, like Alex did his amplifier and put it together. Hey, that thing's nice. Alex, I was telling some of the locals, one of the local guys, man, he's got a little bit of money and he can afford some nicer stuff. I was telling him to check out your page and look at that Mercury 3 amplifier. He needed to get a hold of that. Okay, you got the Bino battery. I know I probably don't say that right. Used to live in Florence. Okay. You're probably one of the Mississippi stations that I was working against in the Mississippi QSO party or something, huh? There's one thing about the Mississippi QSO party. I always won my county, because I think I was the only one in my county. Well, let's see, last year, the year before, there was actually another station operating a QSO party in my county. I'm like, whoa now, wait a minute. I've got this on lockdown. Who are you? But it was fun. I think I still beat him, so it's okay. Okay, Todd, I'm just saying about you. You don't know any hams locally or personally. Yeah, I was fortunate enough back. I got my license in 2003. Of course, I was big into the severe weather stuff, so I guess you'd consider that emergency communications, and that's what really got my interest in it. And then when I started studying for my test, I realized all this other stuff you could do radio, and it's been downhill ever since. So just constantly trying new things, and if I have the ability to do it, I'm going to try it. But man, a very important role in that was getting to know some people at a local ham club that was giving the test, and getting to know a few of those guys that live close to me, and some that didn't. But my first radio was a Kenwood 261 2-meter, and still in the box, and one of the guys at the club gave me a good deal on it. And there's my wife, so hold on, let me answer this phone call. Hello. Hey. Oh, I'm on YouTube. I have not asked him. think it was Sunday. I think. Yeah, I mean, I want to go. I don't mind going and grabbing a plate because, you know, I mean, we're going to places like Walmart or something like that. With people, there's no sense that really that you can't go and grab a plate and say hi, yes, to family. But I'm not playing with Dirty Santa. Right. I think I want to go. Get high, get almost it. Whoever wants to go can go. Hey, that thumbs up. I keep forgetting about telling people to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell if you want to. Marty, your wife won the flagpole antenna. I guess that was on one of the recent shows. Was that wasn't last week's? The week before, maybe? That's awesome. Always good to win something. Love getting stuff for free. You know, when I was on the road for patrol, I done patrol for 10 years, and every time we went to a call, what I'd catch myself looking at about 5 weeks ago. Okay, I can't keep up with what antenna they give out when. I don't think they do either. So it's okay. But anyway, when I would get to a call to somebody's house, I would look around their yard, and I'd find tower sections laying out next to the tree line or something. You know, I'm like, hey, what you gonna do with that stuff out there? He said, oh, you know, and a lot of times people are like, oh man, that's just junk. You want it? And I'm like, absolutely. When's a good time to come back with my pickup truck? So I actually got 70 foot of tower. This guy, he actually used to be one of my old administrators, but he's retired now. But I took him home one day, and there was a big pile of stuff. I could see its tower sections stacked up next to a tree, and it had vines wrapped all around it. I said, man, what are you gonna do with that stuff? He said, well, that's so and so's old stuff, and it's just kind of sitting there. I don't think I have to see if the guy that owned it had passed away, so he didn't really know about who was in charge of it, I guess. And he said, I think there's some antennas in there too. And okay. 2 or 3 months down the road, he calls me and said, hey, you still interested in that pile of junk sitting by that tree? And I said, absolutely. And so I took off work and got my truck and trailer and went down there, and I had to take my pocket knife. Hey Andy, how you doing, man? Good morning. I had to take my pocket knife, and I had to sit there and the vines wrapped around this stuff. It probably sit there 20 years. Seriously, we got to thinking about it, and it'd probably been there 10 to 20 years. And I got 7 run, however how you say it, 70 feet worth of tower, and I got that pulled out. And as I was cutting those vines, I started finding antennas. There was VHF antennas, UHF antennas, and then there was a 3-element HF tri-band beam in there. Hey, So I hit the jackpot on that little scrapping deal. Got some of the VHF stuff up, but I haven't. I got to rework that beam. It probably needs new traps and just new parts on it before I put it up. Oh, I got to get some tree limbs cut. That's my biggest problem, is the tree limbs are too close to my tower. I've got a high gain 14 element. I think it's like a 15-foot boom Yagi on top of my tower now for 2 meters, and it almost touches the tree limbs when I rotate it. So I know as big as that HF beam is, and I also got this awesome 6 meter. I like 6 meters. Of course, you have to wait for the band to open up. So I like 6 meters, and I'm sorry guys, I'm ratting on. I enjoy talking to y'all, and I'm not even doing radio, but I don't think nobody cares. But anyway, this 6 meter beam, another friend, he gave it to me. He was going to sell it to me. We agreed on a price, and then when I got up there, he said, you know what? He said, I'm just glad you're interested in the hobby, and you got so much drive for the hobby. He says, just take it. And then, of course, started piling me up with some more junk out of the shed that was very useful to me. But this the 6 meter beam is a 24-foot 6 element 6 meter beam. It's a 24-foot boom. There is no way that I'll be able to turn it and not hit the tree line. And getting somebody with a bucket truck, tree service, to cut these trees is a little expensive, but I do have a couple of trees that absolutely has to be cut. Has to be. There's one outside the shack, huge old tree, and it's leaning directly this way. If it falls and the trunk's starting to rot out on it, if it falls, it's going to take out my carport. It's going to take out my shed, and it's going to knock down my tower. And it's going to destroy me. And it scares me to death every time the wind blows. But just like saving up for radio stuff, I know it's going to cost me probably a minimum of $600 to get this tree cut. And I've got to find somebody that's licensed to do it, because I could rent a bucket truck, but if I hire somebody to do it, they're insured. So if something goes wrong and they tear up any of my stuff, their insurance will pay me for that. If I go up there and screw it up, I'm just screwed up, and then I have to deal with the wife. Anyway, that's the next project. Before any other radio stuff, big projects. So getting some trees cut. And I'm probably going to put up another tower. All that extra tower that I got. I've only got 40 feet up so far, and it only has VHF, UHF stuff on it. So, and it's freestanding. 40 feet, that's still okay. But I have a friend that's locally lives in the same county we talked to quite a bit on 2 meters, and he has all his towers set up on a hinge plate with the winch and lets it down and stuff. So since I have no more than 40 feet, there was the gone. Ooh, I've been talking. Since I only have 40 feet up, that's only 4 sections of the towers, and that's not much. So I think I'm going to take it all the way down. Just completely take it down. And probably, I got a neighbor that has a mini excavator, so I'll probably get him to come and just dig me a big old hole and do a new tower and put it on a hinge, maybe go 60, 70 feet up, get the guide wires on it. Plan is to have my 6 meter, my HF beam and 2 meter beam all up on that tower. With the rotor will be down toward the bottom of the tower about waist high. You run fence rail post, aluminum fence rail post up to the middle of the tower, through some rust bearing or two, out to your mast pipe. That way, if you ever need to work on a rotor, it's down on the ground, no problems. That's what I plan on doing on that. That's a headache. Todd lives on a pretty big farm, plenty of room for antennas. And so I'm on 0.85 acres, so I don't even have an acre. But Oh, hi. Man, where you been? Yes, you just subscribed to a good channel. Alex is awesome on the radio and on the video. He's a great personality. So yeah, you want to put up a beverage antenna, 80 meter horizontal loop. The 80 meter horizontal loop is, I think you're really going to love it. I've got 2 locals here that put up a loop for 80 meters, about 25, 30 feet off the ground. They got it in the best square that they could make. But they say if they would have put that 80 meter horizontal loop up before they bought their hex beams, they would have never bought the hex beam. That it outperforms their hex beam all day long. And you know, if you've heard anybody talk about hex beams, they're pretty good antennas, I guess. I don't know that they compare with Alex's W7HU's Stepper urban antenna he's got, but definitely a good antenna as a loop, and pretty cheap. Round up some wire, a balun, run you some line to it, and you're good to go. We've been using Google Maps and the measuring tool, and I'm trying to plan out how I want to run my loop, but I don't know. If I get a balun, I'll go ahead and put it up, but if not, I'll wait till after I get the trees cut, because I'll have to reconfigure. I don't know what trees I'm going to keep. The only reason I like trees is during the summertime, the ones that hang over the roof help keep it a little cool during the summertime. But yeah, hey, you know, you got the wire. Go find you some, you know, fiberglass rods. Fishing poles may be too flimsy, but maybe not. There's a lot of people that does do-it-yourself homebrew hex beams. That's one thing. I think my biggest interest in radio is building antennas. And one time I built a three element beam for with a camera match. Excuse me. I built a 3-element beam for 6 meters, and I done it a little bit day at a time, and I never hooked that beam up to a radio, only my analyzer. I just wanted to know that I could do it. I just wanted to try it, and I did it. And I don't know how it would have radiated. I don't know how it would have done on the air, but I got the SWRs good. The analyzer said it was okay, which is only half the story. The true story is when you get it on the air. But anyway, I made the antenna and then scrapped it. I never put it on the air, and I don't know why, but that's just the way it happened. But making antennas, it's just awesome making your own stuff, and then it works. One thing I love about HF is you can make anything an antenna. Jeff, K5ARE, just up the road from me, he's hooked some feed line up to the metal roof of his shop. He put the center lead to a shop roof and his braid to his 60-foot tower, and he works 80 meters all day long off of it. You can make anything an antenna on HF. Alright, self-talk, there's 17 meters. I think I need to go outside and unplug my Christmas stuff. Todd, I can tell you, if you want to try your walls or your roof, anything out of the ordinary, it's just have a good tuner. Because the same guy that's running 80 meters off the roof of his shop, he had I forget what tuner it was, but it was a lower end tuner, and he burned it up trying to tune that roof. And he got him a little better tuner, and he ain't had no problem with that. So just don't overstep the boundaries of the tuner that you use if it's an automatic tuner. Manual tuner, you got a little bit more control of.
You're over 9. I would say almost
Northern Ireland has came up.
and have great signal.
Let's try.
We're having heavy snow, about half a meter already, and that's the situation in Connecticut.
I can't even pronounce where he's at.
Waiting to say hello. So
But he's in Northern Ireland.
73s, and I'll hope to get to talk to you again. Back to you, son. This has been 102.
Didn't come up. You can't pay attention to the sunspot reports. You can't pay attention to the reliability meter on your logging program. You just have to try it. You have to tune in and listen. See what they really sound like, or throw your call out in CQ. That is on 240. Todd, you can. I'm assuming you may be referring to 2 meters. That's coming mag mount. But either way, yes, you can. If you think about a mag mount, it's made to put on top of your vehicle's roof.
7 Mike India X-ray.
Yeah, definitely somebody on 240. Yeah, you can use a filing cabinet and stick it on top of that. It doesn't take a whole lot of surface area that you're sticking the magnet to. The magnet couples to the metal and uses that as the ground plane, as the counterpoise. And you can look online to see what the minimum is for 2 meters or whatever wavelength that you're looking for. And friend up the road, we've actually put 2 mobile antennas, one for 6 meters and one for 2 meters, which a lot of 2 meter antennas, if you have a monoband 2 meter 5/8 wave antenna, that also acts as a quarter wave 6 meter antenna. So but anyway, we took some angle iron and stuck it to the eave of his house, stuck the mag mount on it, and he can talk locally just fine off of those. He uses it when the weather gets bad and he disconnects from his tower antenna. He'll use the mag mounts that's connected on the angle iron inside the house. You know, he's not going to get no big long distance out of it, but it keeps him in communication with the rest of us locals here.
And I also feel for you with your full pump problem with your neighbor.
There you go, Marty. It don't take a whole lot.
Same
Made that counterpoise.
with a couple RVs and their low budget sine wave chargers. Boy, when those things get cranking, it.
Go back to 17. I'm ready to call CQ. Station there. Station there. Is the frequency in use K5YVY. I got up too early this morning, guys. I'll end up finding me falling asleep in my chair. Is the frequency in use K5YVY. The KB9 VVR, I made that copper J-pole. I found the plans for it. You know, everything's modeled about the same. And that was one of my first 2 meter antennas. I think my first 2 meter antenna, when I put a station in my house, was actually a lot of people use coat hangers and cut them, but it's the dual band dipole. Trying to describe it. It wasn't very big, but I strung it up in a tree, and it worked okay for what it was. But then I moved to the J-pole And believe it or not, Ty, the J-pole is directional. You put that J-pole on put it on a light duty rotor or something, a little TV rotor. You will find that sometimes you can actually tune into a station a little stronger if you rotate that J-pole antenna. I crap you not. It's supposed to be a omnidirectional, but it's not. It's for the most part it is, but it has a little bit of direction to it. And we tested that on the air one night, and it worked. It definitely had a little bit of direction to it. I wish I could bring it in the shack, run out there to the shop and get it. But talking about J-poles, I had a friend give me it's a J-pole antenna, copper tube antenna, but then they modified it and put a boom through across it and put elements. They made a J-pole Yagi, I guess you could say. It's a Yagi antenna on a J-pole, and it's pretty neat, and it works, and it's got even more direction to it. But is the frequency occupied? This is K5YVY. CQ 17 meters. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Calling CQ 17 meters. I am located in the state of Mississippi. Located in Mississippi, looking for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Calling CQ, standing by. Yeah, you know, you could use the J-pole just fine as omnidirectional, but I mention that just because if you got club nets, obviously the repeater's not moving. So if it's a little on the fringe or not as strong as you'd like, either go out and try turning it a little bit. I don't know if it's directional toward the stub that comes up, or what. I don't know that, but try turning it a little bit and see if the signal doesn't improve. CQ 17 meter. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Calling CQ. CQ. I am located in Mississippi, the state of Mississippi, and I'm looking for stations anywhere, stateside or DX, stations anywhere. Calling CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Calling CQ, standing by. I should have fixed more coffee this morning, guys. I stayed up late watching YouTube, watching other YouTubers. I stayed up late. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. I just started calling CQ, but I will give you the frequency. Can you hear me? W7AIT. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. He can't hear me, but I can hear him. That's okay. We'll find another little spot. Make sure I'm staying in the band here. Alright. Yeah, I could imagine, Marty. You have to try anything. Thank you, Marty, for telling us about where that dead spot is. I didn't know where, but I knew for a fact that there is a little direction. Maybe it's not directional as it is just a little more depth on one side. That makes sense, I guess, you know. So either way, turn it a little bit, and you may improve the signal that you're trying to listen to. Is the frequency in use? This is K5YVY. Is the frequency being occupied? This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Use the voice gear.
CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee.
Todd, man, I'm telling you. I'm like, here I am. I'm trying to get my YouTube channel going a little bit, and I can't do nothing with my channel or anything around the shack because I'm watching all these other guys' great channels. But that's great. That's awesome. I love that there's so many things because, you know, I had a friend ask me last night on 2 Meter, local asked that, is there a such thing as ham radio TV? And I was like, well, absolutely. You go to YouTube and you type in K5YVY, hit subscribe, and listen to the channel. It's YouTube TV, man. And I said, no, seriously. I said, I know what you're asking. I said, look up amateur radio ATV. And I said, not like a four-wheeler. It's amateur television. I said, with a little bit of equipment, because I think in Alabama there used to be a repeater that was designated for amateur ATV, amateur television. So I said, but Google it, look it up, and I said, people actually, they'll take a video camera, they plug it into this box. I forget what the box is called, but you transmit your audio and your video from radio to radio. It used to be a big thing. Let's just check it out. You know, I'm probably not going to invest in the equipment because I have YouTube now, and I'm getting all these friends on YouTube. And I said, but check it out and learn about it. I said, but you know, the way technology advances now, people use you know, there's slow scan TV. He was like, is slow scan TV the same thing? And I'm like, kind of, but on slow scan TV, you're getting one line at a time. And you have to wait for the picture to complete, and you just got a still picture, not actually video. But anyway, so that shows you where the hobby has evolved from people sending pictures and video from the radio. Well, now we're using the radio, but we're on yeah. Anyway, we have evolved to YouTube, and I love it. Before I even thought about doing it, when I would find a station that would mention that he was live on YouTube, or I would pull up his QRZ page and he said, watch me live on YouTube, that was, to me, that was one of the greatest things. For one, I got to either see the person on the other end of the signal. Sometimes not everybody shows their face. That's okay. They're not. It's not their thing. But they'll have a picture of their station or their shack or something. You know, a video going of that. Either way, I get a glimpse into their little operating place, and that was awesome. And of course now, you know, myself, Alex, NY4PD, he, for some reason, I don't know the story, and I wasn't going to email him about it and ask why. I said, hey, Rick, man, you know, he's down there in Florida. What's going on? Why did you quit streaming live on YouTube? He had a big following on, like every night on YouTube, doing lives. And the last time I checked his channel, it's been like 4 months since he's done a live stream. So I still hear him on the air all the time. He's always radioing with a group of guys. I hear him. But anyway, you know, that's part of radio too. Back when I had my station inside the house, if you keyed up 2 meters or HF or something like that, I was right there. I was going to come back to you. I was always listening. now that I have everything out in the shack outside, especially when I'm on a regular work schedule, I may not come out here for a whole week. I may not even come out here at all. And it's just because the time I get home, we get supper fixed, we get the kids settled, make sure everything for school is done, and I just want to stretch my legs out in the recliner for a little bit, spend some time with the family, and then it's time to go to bed. So I get it. Life happens. Not everybody can be here 24 hours a day, anytime. And you guys, unfortunately, you'll see that with me. When I go back to a regular work schedule, I'm not going to be on here as much, but we will still, as the weekends and or nighttime allows, I'll be here. CQ, 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 CQ 17 meters. CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee. 85YVY, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. I am located in Mississippi, looking for stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, calling CQ, and standing by.
Kilo Whiskey 7 Echo Echo Tango.
Kilo Whiskey 7 Echo Echo Tango. I'm going to call you Ed. You can correct me if I'm wrong. From Montana. You got a great signal into Mississippi. Name here is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not sure if you're still there, but this is Ed up in Billings, Montana, and the band just died. It's weird, but I think it's, early in the day. Back to you, sir.
Okay, Ed. Yeah, the band's a little funny. I'll find an empty spot, and then I'll hear somebody in the noise, and I think I do now. But yeah, we got you, man. A good 5x5 signal into Mississippi. Go ahead, Ed.
Well, it came back up and you're a 5-5 also here. Could I get your call sign again, please?
Yes, sir. The call sign is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee Victoria Yankee. K5YVY. QSL?
QSL, Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. So how are things down there in Mississippi? It's a little cool and breezy up here with about 4 inches of snow on the ground. Back to you.
QSL, Ed. Oh, we have no snow on the ground, but we are sitting about 30 degrees in North Mississippi today. So for Mississippi, that's cold. I understand that doesn't compare to some northern states. And man, I've been seeing a lot of the videos and pictures roll in from the north with the snow. And so anyway, one snowflake will shut down the state of Mississippi, so we don't get it that often. But yeah, 30 degrees here at the shack this morning. Go ahead.
K5YV boy.
That's right, Todd and Marty.
Yeah, that one totally faded out as well. I did hear that it was 30 degrees in Mississippi. That would be pretty cool. A lot higher humidity than where we are. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL, Ed. Yeah, it's the cool part of the season. It'll warm up before long. Mississippi is one of those where you bundle up like an Eskimo in the mornings, and then you're in short sleeves and flip flops by lunchtime. Ed, if you can copy me, look my call sign up on YouTube. I'm live streaming on YouTube, and you'll be able to go back and look and hear your signal. QSL? I bet, Marty. It'd be bad. But yeah, he can't hardly hear me.
I don't know if you can still hear me, but the band just totally died on me. I'll go ahead and enter this into QRZ, and then hopefully we can wind up doing this again when...
Maybe he'll look at my QRZ page and go to YouTube.
But anyway, back to you. It won't be later on today. We're going to go with another...
Hey, everybody on, not only am on YouTube, but follow my Facebook page too, because I post a lot of projects and photos there.
And I wish you all the best from Kilo Whiskey 7 Echo Echo Tango, and I'll try to listen out on your final.
QSL, Ed, QSL, yeah, the band's faded and you're not putting anything on the meter. So we'll get you logged in the log, though. Thank you for coming back to the contact. Thank you very much for the contact. Much appreciated. I hope you have a great day. And 73, Ed. Kilo Whiskey 7, Echo Tango. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, 73.
All right, 73. We had a great day, and see you the next time. Kilo Whiskey 7, Echo Tango.
All right, thank you, Ed. Have a good day. QRZ for Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. CQ 17, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. 100 watts from Mississippi, looking for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Man, I'm sorry y'all see me making these funny faces. I'm trying not to belch into the microphone while I'm talking. Hate that.
CQ. This is
Hot
Kilo
chocolate.
5, Yankee,
My oldest daughter come home
Victor
last night with a cup of hot
Kilo
chocolate she
5,
made.
Yankee, Victoria, Yankee,
We'll convert the
CQ,
coffee pot to hot
CQ,
chocolate
CQ.
sometime
This
soon,
is
I'm sure.
Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee,
The rest of the family likes
calling
marshmallows. I
CQ,
don't do the marshmallows. I'm about to answer my own CQ. Wasn't that something? Marty, let me tell you, the weather in this part of the country, in the southeast, is so funky. I think the last couple of years, any chances of snow to talk about goes south of us. It goes to central Mississippi, closer to the coast. I think last year it snowed on the beach, and we got nothing but rain and a little warmer temperatures up here in the north part of the state. I don't know what's going on. How does the coast get snow and we get nothing? But it's part of it. But you know, a lot of times, sometimes it'll be colder here in Mississippi than it is in Alaska. I don't understand it. Alex doing his thing, working with customers, making that money and YouTubing all at the same time. Talented guy. CQ 17, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victoria Yankee. Calling CQ. I am located in Mississippi, and I'm looking for stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, calling CQ and listening for your call. I say Alex has a better chance of getting snow than I do here in Mississippi. Alex, man, y'all had some weather. I'm not sure how far you are from Tampa. There was, I think, an EF0 tornado touchdown in Tampa yesterday while you were on the air. Oh, man. I have a weather group I founded and organized here in North Mississippi several years ago. It's called the North Mississippi Storm Chasers and Spotters. And so I keep up with the weather through those guys. There's about a little over 30 folks in the group now. It's really neat. We worked really hard getting professional relationships with the local media, the local National Weather Service, and Red Cross, and all that good stuff, and of course the emergency managements of counties in the area. A pretty cool little gig. 200 miles. I gotta freshen up on my map skills, Alex. I didn't think you could be in the southern part of Florida and be 200 miles away from something. Oh, me. We went to, the only time I've been down to that part of Florida was we took a Disney vacation, which we wrecked horribly. We did 4 parks in 4 days, and it was horrible. Constantly running around. No time to rest and enjoy the trip at all. And it was, the area was nice, but it was just something else. I said if we ever go back, we'll pick one park, and that'd be it for the week. That way we can spend 2 or 3 days doing that park, and then have plenty of time to go back to the condo and just kick our legs back and enjoy that. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. K5YVY. Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ. And my youngest boy just walked in the shack here. Get on the gaming computer. You want to come say hello? No? A little camera shy. That's okay. My foot switcher keeps moving away from me. CQ, 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 CQ 17 meters. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. K5YVY. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ 17 meters. I am located in Mississippi and looking for stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Calling CQ and standing by. Are you 12 yet? You're already 12, aren't you? You're 11. You'll be 12 and... Okay, yeah. I got 4 of them to keep up with, so... he is 11, and he will be turning big 12 years old on the 30th of this month. While he starts his games on the computer, it may make my video lag and jump around a little bit. Maybe it'll level out. CQ, 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 CQ 17. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. K5YVY. Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Calling CQ 17. CQ, CQ. I'm located in Mississippi and I'm looking for a contact from anyone. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Calling CQ and standing by. 3 over the limit. Yeah. Yeah, we got 2 boys and 2 girls. One's already graduated. Waiting for that college schooling, and one just started driving. Another one that's old enough to get her permit, but she isn't ready yet. That's fine. Let her do it on her own time. And then we got this youngin' back here that loves to play games and eat all the crackers in the house. Never have no crackers in the house. You know, we was talking about FT8 earlier. I did get the youngest back here a little bit interested in radio and let him run FT8. With the FT8 program, you can do the add-on head mapper where it visualizes your signals on a map. Really, that was going and where the signals were coming from on a map. Really interested him. He done that a couple of days, but he got over it. Yeah, it's empty house will be hard to handle, Marty. Definitely will be. Youngest is 15, Todd says. 2 girls and 2 boys. Oh, and you started on the grandkids. I hope we got several years before we do that.
CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor
Yeah,
Yankee.
well, maybe they'll get their ticket, Ty. I have learned with my children, they either want to or they don't. My oldest boy, he has showed some interest, but it comes and goes. He's more interested in his own vehicle and girls now, so have to wait for him to get past that point.
This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. calling CQ and standing by.
7. Down.
CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victoria, Yankee. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is
Oldest son is
Kilo
40.
5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Calling CQ and
I'll be saying
standing by.
that someday too. Lord willing, let me live that long to say it. So, congratulations, Marty. I mean, that's that much more time you've had with him. Todd, he's wanting to put one of my old CDs in his truck. I guess it's a start, you know. That's I grew up with my dad and great uncles and people. I grew up only knowing about CB radios. And my dad one time had a ham radio. He had a ham radio that was converted over
CQ, CQ,
or to go in CB vans, and I remember him telling me, "Don't touch that radio.
Kilo 5,
It will go into the ham vans, and you have to have a license. We will get in trouble."
This is Kilo 5.
That was the one radio that I never got to play with.
Calling CQ and
The rest of them he had I could talk on, but he wouldn't let me play with that one. He finally got rid of it because he stayed worried that I would go into the amateur bands, get him in trouble.
CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victoria, Yankee. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is
The thing about CB around here now is a lot of the truck drivers don't use it anymore.
standing by.
And unless you have a group of friends that you know that you can talk with on the CB, the only other people that's on there right now, since my great uncles have passed away and stuff, they were really good. You know, not vulgar or anything like that. Now all that's really left is the freaking folks that rated R wouldn't even be a rating for them, you know. It's so much vulgarness, and that's the only reason I really don't want him to get a CB. But if I know some of his friends are getting them, and he can have a group of people that he knows, then I'll let him hook it up. But there's some guys around here that's on that CB that they're drunks, you know, and they're just talk horrible, and I don't want him getting into that. But I know what'll happen. He'll get on there, and as a young kid, he'll start gapping the jaws back and forth with them, and I know where that leads on the CB. Try to keep these kids respectable. CQ, 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 CQ 17 meter, CQ, any stations, anywhere. Any stations, I'm looking for contact from anyone with a radio and a license. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. I'm located in Mississippi, and I'm looking for a call from any station, any licensed station on 17 meters. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee is calling CQ and standing by for your call. I don't see but one other station on the thing. Todd, I've got that on my mind. Go ahead, bud. I'm probably gonna do that myself. CQ, CQ17, CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, K5YVY. Or located in Mississippi, Mike Sierra. Located in Mississippi, and I am looking for calls from any station, anywhere. Preferably with a license to transmit. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ, and I'm waiting for your call. It is, ain't it? See what he's playing. He's playing old Call of Duty, so it's lagging it out. Lagging it out. Dadgummit. Let's see what we can do here. I was hoping we could do this same time. What I may have to do, may have to kill the stream and then just start it back over straight from this computer, and it's going to be a little laggy if I do it straight from this computer, but it didn't stop. And it's just got the video always freezes when you got this odd look on your face. I mean, I guess I smile the whole time, so when it freezes up, at least I'll be smiling. And that's a bummer. CQ, CQ17, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee Victor, Yankee K5YBY, calling CQ on 17. Yeah, well, there's the game. So I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna give him a chance to finish this this part of the game that he's playing, and we'll see what we can do to correct it. I'm gonna run, take a pit stop, and get rid of this coffee and tea, like Todd has done. And if y'all are still around, we'll see if we can get this back on. Be back in just a moment. Alright, we're back in. Video's still frozen. He's still playing the game. So, you know, I guess what we just did is turn this into an audio podcast. I've never done a podcast, so I guess with no video and only audio, it's a podcast, right? I'm sorry, guys.
This is Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee Victor.
The video is still working fine on this computer, but this computer is a little weaker, so I have to port the video over to the gaming computer so it can handle the processing of the video. And so I know it's not this computer, it's going to be that one. And it's, of course, it started as soon as he started playing the game, but here in just a few minutes He's in a match trying to save the world on Call of Duty. So if he gets done with that, we'll go over there and see if we can bring the video back up. 4 miles from Disneyland. You get to see fireworks a lot, don't you, Marty? Okay, do they do fireworks at Disneyland in California every night like they do in Florida?
CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victoria, Yankee, calling CQ. CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by.
You can hear them. Yeah, I guess maybe don't go high enough in the air for you to see them.
CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victoria, Yankee, calling CQ. CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by.
Yeah. I didn't think about them being closed. Well, Disney in Florida a couple weeks ago was still open, but I seen some locals down there posting on Facebook their pictures with their mask on, but there wasn't a whole lot of people there. Alright, 18's not doing good, so back to 20. Oh man, I think that's a big news story every year. Is the fires in California, man. That's so much property gets damaged. I mean, I'm sure the mountains are beautiful to live in. When they catch on fire that many times, insurance rates has to be skyrocket to live in the mountains in California.
Name, I thought I recognized the HCO. Go ahead, where are you located in your name, please?
Just the other day when we knew the storm was coming, I took the snowblower out and the generator. Con tamarindo, qué bueno.
Lucho, sí, con tamarindo. Hay gente que le...
Okay guys, well, I guess we're not gonna have the video. Unless I end it and restart it on this. But is there any other YouTube? So what are you using to have that radio visual up on your screen? You're talking about the frozen video now. Side with the top section is my logger. That is log 40M, the free logger. When I type your call sign in, it gives me, you know, like all loggers do, it gives me a lot of your public information. And then, of course, it's connected to the radio, so the frequency and the mode, all that's already filled in. And whenever I log you with that logger, it's set up to put you in my EQSL log, club log, MQTH log, HRD log, and then I have to manually export or upload to Logbook of the World, but it takes like 2 or 3 clicks, no big deal. But anyway, that's log 40M at the top, and at the bottom is Win4 icon. WIN, Whiskey India November, the number 4 icon. Win4 icon. And it is what would you call it, a radio interface thing. You know, the 7300s doesn't have video output like the 7610 or some of the other higher end rigs where you can just hook the monitor directly into it. Alex, he has a great screen on, I think he uses, and you correct me if you're still in here, Alex, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think he uses a Yaesu, and he's able to put his screen on. I'm not sure, I guess he's doing that directly from his radio, but to get my radio graphics, yes, log 40M and Win4 icon, yes, Ty, that's correct. The log 40M is at the top, and the Win4 icon is at the bottom of my screen. Okay, Marty, don't let the dogs drag you around. As long as y'all are here, I'll stay here. If you want me to restart the stream directly from this computer so we can try to get the video back, I have no problem doing that. It's just you'll have to click on the new the video when it comes up. But if you don't mind podcast, we'll do podcast. And Todd, is my audio, is it low? Or is the radio too loud? You can let me know if you're having problems hearing me. What I can do to try to fix that. And the problem with the frozen video, you can't see my pretty face anymore. And you can't see what frequency. Static is pretty loud. I can hear you fairly well. Okay. Yeah, nobody's talking on the radio, but I'll turn that down. Slide that down. That's all the way down. Turn it back up in a little bit, but all right, we'll try that. We'll try to restart it. That really, you can't see what frequency I'm on or what call signs I'm typing in or whatever. So we'll do that. Anybody that's on the chat, at least for test purposes, we'll see how this computer can handle it on its own. I know it's not as good, but that's fine, Marty. Just look for the new video. We're going to end this one and restart another. So thank you all for being here, and see you if you come back up.
Enemy vehicle!